Street planters and baskets for bid specifications to Specialty Landscape in the amount of $19,153.25, which includes watering and maintenance. I'd like to make a motion.
Your Honor, didn't we just discuss this in the last meeting?
What's that?
This was to be tabled for clarification.
Correct.
As of our discussion.
Just in the previous meeting.
I thought we were in agreement to go forward with it.
No? Looking for some clarification.
What clarification were you looking for? I believe
I think it was Alderman.
Chief Burnby. What was the questions?
Well, on the assumptions that, certain things are gonna be done. One outfit put it in the bid, the other outfit didn't.
Is there anything you can address with that, Chief Burnby? I believe we had any clarification.
I think the only question that I think of was Alderman Radke wanted to know about the warranty, and I confirmed with Specialty they will warranty the perennials and the annuals.
How are you gonna break out the volunteer deal?
That was going to be the baskets and the downtown planters. The volunteers were going to take care of that, do the planting through the month of April, and the city was going to have the summer helpers do the watering.
When we discussed this, we talked about $48,000 to break out those planters was Specialty compared to Peru Greenhouse. And I thought we had said that broke down into about $2,000 per basket. Remember, we talked about that at our last meeting.
The total cost was going to be $48,000.
Well, there's a $48,000 difference, and the only thing that was broken out were the planters.
Correct.
And
That's why we thought
wanted some
there needs
clarification on that.
further clarification of why the large discrepancy in that.
We're not going with Peru Greenhouse, though. They're the ones with the discrepancy.
That was what we were talking about. There needs to be clarification. You popped this on us from our last meeting that we had, and there were a few members of the audience over here. Excuse me, I'm still talking.
Alderman Sapienza.
Alderman Perez, I have the floor right now, excuse me.
The audience, your voice carries quite a bit. Please be quiet.
You had said at the previous meeting where Peru and Simplicity were in, you had said at that meeting that you thought that Peru sounded very good because the other one didn't have enough information. And I, who am very much in favor of volunteers, you said at that meeting that the volunteers would not be available this year. You also said that that was a professional group that we were talking to in the other meeting. And you also said there that you had no professionals in your organization. You said that at our meeting.
Are you finished? Okay, that was 3 weeks ago, Alderman Sapienza. Since then, I was able to form a group and contact the ones that were willing to help that are professionals.
And who might that be, the professional?
Tom Reardon is probably one of our main ones, he works for TNT Landscape. He's one of them. And there were two young ladies, I don't have their names with me offhand, but they helped us last year. They did the police department, and they are actually educators in planting flowers.
Well, my suggestion is that we look into this a little further.
So we're not going to spend $48,000 just to do 20 planters, and I think it was 28 planters and 20 hanging baskets. That's $48,000 we're not gonna spend that kind of money on. Volunteers can do it.
We don't know that we're spending it for that.
We know it's $48,000. We either spend $19,000 on Specialty to have them do the landscape and the volunteers do the downtown planters and Water Street, or we hire Peru Greenhouse to do it for $67,000, which is a total difference of $48,000. That's where it comes in.
And we don't know specifically what the two are going to do. We don't. We just said that at our last meeting.
We had contacted Peru Greenhouse, and they didn't want to itemize for us. We contacted them last week, so that's where we're at.
I have nothing further.
Sir, I just want to clarify myself, is tonight you want to give Specialty the contract, and then the volunteers will be taking care of the planters, baskets, right?
Yes, Alderman.
Okay,
Yes, Alderman.
that's what I thought.
Okay, we have a motion, a second, motion by Alderman President, Alderman Mueller. There's no further discussion on roll call. Clerk, call roll.
Alderman Parra.
Aye.
Ferrari.
Aye.
Waldo.
Aye.
Prokostis.
Aye.
Perez.
Aye.
Radke.
Aye.
Mueller.
Aye.
Sapienza.
No.
Motion approved.